Hey guys, I am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Foster Cosplay, and today we are back again, guys, with Dear Eternity, episode 8.
Yes, I was about to say of season 1, but there's only one season.
One season.
Okay, so last episode we met Gugu. Gugu, that's his name.
Yeah.
He's a little boy who, lived a rough life with his brother for a while. They were dreaming of, earning enough money to eventually change their lifestyle. Mm-hmm. He was happy until his brother left.
Yeah.
With dreams of his own to change his fate, but apparently that included leaving his brother behind. So Gugu was a bit depressed, and he was walking along a train tracks or something, or it's not a train track, but
a rail
anyway,
track.
Yeah. And there was an accident with a huge wood beam. I don't know how you call it in English, but anyway, that huge thing fell, and his crush was on the other side of the hill and almost got crushed. So Gugu tried to save her, got crushed instead. He didn't die though. He got saved.
Which is surprising.
Yes, he doesn't look like a human anymore. His face is weird. We didn't see it much, but what we saw from it was pretty intense. So he's wearing a mask. He sees himself as ugly, and he doesn't see his worth. So, and right after that, he met Fushi, and Fushi doesn't see ugliness. He doesn't care.
He doesn't know what it is anyway.
Yeah, and he's just here to learn, and he did learn a little bit from Gugu, and the crush showed up again, and she has a crush on Fushi.
Yeah, so there's a bit of competition between Gugu and Fushi. Well, mostly Gugu, because Fushi doesn't care about it.
Thanks to, the encouragement of the old man who saved him and his words, Gugu started training, wanting to make something about him that's worth loving or caring about. Which, I mean, the way he got there is sad, but at least he's actively doing something, which is fine. And we'll see how that changes him, if that changes him. And hopefully that little girl can look past Fushi and look at Gugu.
Alright.
So yeah, let's jump in episode 8. See what they have in store for us. Don't forget to subscribe, guys, if you want to know when these episodes come out. And check out our Patreon for the full reactions.
Yep.
This kid is the best human being ever. Such a big heart. My God. Did you get teary-eyed over what he did with the brother? Because I thought you did.
Not teary-eyed, but okay, maybe almost.
Yeah.
But okay, first of all, I will not call you a monster. Different, but not a monster.
The monsters are the ones that treat him like this, I get the initial shock. Like, the father was shocked when he saw his face, because it's not a normal face, and you don't see that every day. Shock.
But he understood that this wasn't his fault.
And even before that, it's the fact that you accept that he's telling you, I wasn't an accident, my mask is to cover that up. He wants that mask on. It's not your place to say otherwise or to force him to take it off. So respecting his decision to have the mask on, that starts there. Then later on, if he takes the mask off, initial shock, I can understand. But then, who gives a shit? It's still a kid. He's still willing to work. He's doing his best to survive. Everyone else was a fucking piece of shit. Starting with that kid. I mean, the kid, the way he talked about it, it's, it's the look of other people. He's afraid to be judged. This kid being here, he's afraid that, he's going to be looked at just the same for keeping that kid around. It's a genuine fear, but you got to learn to disregard the harsh words and disregard the opinion of those that don't matter and actually start doing the right thing. Even if it's hard. The
thing though, yes, it is hard. Trying to not being affected by other people's comment. That's really, really a hard thing to do, yeah.
Yeah, but then even it wasn't that bad with the mask. People were mocking the kid, but then he forced him to take the mask off. Well, forced him. He pushed him to take the mask off.
I do think that the people were mocking him with the mask because oh, look at that freebie.
Yeah, it's different.
With the funny mask.
It's different.
They were terrified after they saw seeing his face, but now that they seen his face, they try to just beat him up afterwards.
Yeah, it's like he's already low. Like, don't you think it's this side of bullying I will never relate to. Like, some people say, oh, for some guys or some kids, they live at, their life at home is horrible and they lash out in order to feel like they're in control somewhere else because they can be in control at home. I guess that's something I can maybe understand, not justify, never justify, but understand. But in this case, it's grown adults. They live their life same as this kid. Maybe they have it rough, but no, they can't have it that rough, to justify putting down a kid that's already down. Yet he's still trying to keep on a smile and still trying to be positive, and it's getting harder and harder because he sees himself as a monster, and now he's just learned that not only was he disfigured, he's a legit machine to make alcohol. Like, what the fuck? And that old man is also, like, I know they called him crazy last episode, but this was step way too far.
This is messed up. And I do hope that
we can change that.
No, we can change it, yeah, but I really hope that what he went through, what he learned, is going to change his way of doing things with Fushi, because at first he thought that it was innocent, nothing bad doing experiment on Fushi, because he cannot die from it. But it still hurts, it still has feelings, and it's not something to get experiment on.
He treated him like some sort of freak, an experiment to try things out with, and he was like, oh, if you don't want me to do anything, just say no. But then when facing the judgment of others, he wasn't saying no either, and the reason for that is probably because despite the fact that it hurt him, deep down maybe he thinks that they were right, They're right to mock me because I'm different. They're right to call me a monster because I am. It's a really sad way for him to see himself. And in the end, it's not that he changed his way of seeing himself. Like, maybe that's never going to change, or hopefully that's going to change with time. But at the very least, having Fushi around, which he is, he sees him as a monster as well, but he came for him, and he stood up for him, and he protected him, which is better, more than any other human has ever tried to do. Any normal human.
The father.
Well, yeah, the father, but like
the one who, his boss.
Yeah, but I mean,
his boss was nice.
Fushi did more than just giving him a job. Like, he protected him. He actively stopped what was going on. And he's just the same. He's just the same as Gugu. So there's a connection there. So in the end, he's like, yay for monsters. His vision of himself didn't change, and I don't think I would like for it to change, but I don't know if it ever will. But at the very least, his positivism is pushing him towards acceptation, which is a good step in the right direction for happiness later. But yeah, the whole thing about the brother, like, the brother left him in order to try to have it easier. He ended up having it worse. Well, when it comes to surviving, and
this is the most well-deserved bitch slap from karma that he could have received.
And then
Seriously.
the kid Gugu gives him the ring. There's at first I thought maybe he did not want to get rid of the ring because the ring is, proof that he helped out his crush, that he was human once, He's saying, why would I use this ring? Like, this ring makes me go longer, makes me survive a little longer. It makes me pretend that I can do this when in fact I can't because I'm too different. Hence he gave it to his brother. I'm like, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. That guy did not deserve to be helped, but the fact that he did makes him the best little kid you can ever find. Like, he's a genuine
after what he went
helper.
through, doing this show that he has a really, really big heart.
Yeah.
And so much compassion, if I can say that.
Yet he's saying, I don't have a brother. Like, I'm like, yes, at least that. You give him the ring because you don't want him to die. You still have, that gentleness in you. You won't let him die, but deep down, you severed the bond.
It's giving him a chance, like you said, to change, to be a more decent human being. Maybe he will change. Maybe
But
he
he
won't.
doesn't deserve to call him brother.
No.
And I love that he made that separation.
And he already had another brother.
Exactly. As soon as he said that, like Fushi came in and Fushi saved him. So I was like, yeah, that's pretty cool. He does have a brother who needs him. I was a bit confused. Like, I did not understand that the place they were in was surrounded by forest or anything. Like, I thought maybe you could go to town without going through the forest. So when Fushi was like, I'm not gonna go after him, I was like, whoa, what? You're pissed at him? What's up? But no, it's the fact that he was afraid to go through the forest to get him, and I get that. I love that he went further than his fear. You know, he took control of his fear and he conquered it. Because Gugu is the one that knows that can teach him. You know, he's the one that wants to teach him, and that's his purpose. But the way he phrased it was really, really cute. I can't learn if you're not here.
I can't grow up without you.
I need you to grow.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, that's beautiful.
Well,
it's true.
It was really funny seeing Fushi trying to do the cleaning, the cooking, and everything.
He did his best.
Which is better than most people.
He observed what Gugu was doing. He didn't, learn anything, but he observed and he tried to replicate that. But he's not there yet. But he's gonna learn. That's good.
You know what? Seeing what people were saying about not Fushi, but about Gugu.
About Gugu?
Huh?
About Gugu? Mix of French and English.
Yeah. But seeing what people were saying about Gugu, like, he's the best at cooking, I miss his cooking, he's the one that did this and that, but nobody were really trying to go and get him or try to help him out. So it's like, people are really kind of using him, right?
The old man and his lover,
Pyoran.
he's saying that he has too much work, which in a way I understand, but honestly my respect for that man went really low after what he did to him. So he doesn't give a shit. He's doing his thing, As for her, she is frail and, she could probably go, but at the same time, like, she doesn't know the kid, and that's also the reason why the Reen did not want to go, because she doesn't have a connection with him. Like, there's how could she convince him? She doesn't see how she would convince him to come back. When it comes to Fushi, he calls him brother. So,
well, she was ready to go with Fushi to get him back, though.
And it's the fact that it's true. Like, he's there and he cares and he's doing so much, yet they don't see him yet. Fushi sees him, which is why it's important that he's the one that went, because he needs him. He's the one that teaches him. So it might be using him, but for Fushi, that's his sole reason for existing. So it means a lot more. But yeah, at least now we're gonna bring him back, and hopefully we can take that thing out of his body.
But I do love that now Gugu is living without the mask. He's maybe not embracing the fact that he's different.
He might put it on again. I don't know. Like, that was kind of a rebellion here. He's like, if they're gonna see me as a monster with the mask, might as well take it off. So.
But in that case, I do hope he's going to appreciate himself
as what he is.
As he is, yeah.
But then the mask is pretty cool too, though. So it's kind of a feature of him. So I don't really care. Sorry, the cat is pushing the camera. I don't really care if he keeps the mask on, as long as he keeps that positivism and he starts doing some work on himself when it comes to Tolkien. Stop it. He's trying to eat the.
This is not how you record stuff, baby.
Yeah. We'll end the discussion here so we can, feed him and put him out of the room, because he's gonna. Don't do that. Stop. Okay. Basically, yes. I don't care if he keeps the mask, because the mask is cool, as long as he does some work on himself and learns to accept himself. We will end this here because the cat is trying to eat literally. So thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next episode right away, it is on Patreon already. You can check it out. The link is in the description below.
And if you don't want the next one, we'll be out on YouTube next week, guys. So see you then.
Bye.
Baby, lâche le fil.